The Princess Who Hated Her Father. Part 2. Selene had never felt more conflicted. The discovery of Leo's true identity had shaken her to the core. Her brother, her father's most trusted general, was also the son of Queen Evelyn, making him the true heir to the throne. Her mind raced with questions. Why hadn't Leo ever confronted the king? Did he know the truth about their mother's death? And most importantly, was he really still wearing that same ugly battle cloak from 5 years ago? Ronan, her ever-loyal and always sarcastic companion, leaned against a pillar and sighed. "You're thinking too hard again, aren't you?" Selene groaned. "Of course, I am. My father's a tyrant, my brother is apparently some secret royal, and I might start an actual war before dinner." Ronan shrugged. "Yeah, but on the bright side, if we win, we get a new king, and I finally get to stop eating the castle's terrible soup." Selene shot him a look. "That's what you're worried about." "Hey, priorities," he said, raising his hands. "A kingdom is only as good as its soup quality. The plan begins and almost ends in disaster." That evening, Selene tiptoed into the royal garden like a sneaky cat. If that cat was wearing heavy boots and tripped over its own cape halfway in. Leo was already there, looking all broody by the fountain, as if he had been waiting for her in deep thought. Or possibly just trying to figure out how to remove a stain from his tunic. "Leo," Selene called softly. "I knew you'd come," he said in his best dramatic voice. Selene frowned. "Did you though? Or did you just hear me trip over that rock back there?" Leo ignored that. "You think I don't know about our mother? About her death? I've always known. But I've been waiting for you, Selene. Waiting for you to make a choice." Selene blinked. "You've been waiting for me? Leo, you've been general of the king's army for years. You could have done something." Leo sighed. "Yes, but I had responsibilities. And also, I'm very good at pretending not to hear things I don't like." Selene stared at him. "So basically, you ignored years of injustice the same way Dad ignores me when I say I want more funding for the orphanages." "Exactly," Leo said, nodding. Then he frowned. "Wait, no, that sounds bad." "Because it is bad," Selene groaned. "Ugh, fine. We need to take down Father. Are you in?" Leo thought for a moment, then sighed. "All right, but if we're overthrowing a king, we're doing it with style." Selene narrowed her eyes. "You just want a fancier battle cloak, don't you?" "Maybe. The coronation night, or how to ruin a fancy party in 10 seconds. The day of the coronation arrived, and the palace was full of people pretending to like the king, while secretly hoping he'd choke on his wine. The king stood tall on the royal platform, smirking like someone who had just gotten away with eating the last slice of cake. "Today, I will become the supreme ruler of Eldoria," he declared, holding the crown above his head. Selene sighed dramatically. "Oh, for the love of Father, stop talking! You already rule Eldoria. You just gave yourself a promotion." The king glared at her. "You dare challenge me?" Leo stepped forward, hand on his sword. "We challenge you together." A gasp rippled through the crowd. The king's face darkened. "You have no idea what you're doing. You think you can destroy me. I've crushed nations. What makes you think you'll be any different?" Selene crossed her arms. Because I have something you don't." The king frowned. "And what is that?" She smirked. "A well-rested army that actually likes me." At that moment, half the king's soldiers took one look at each other, muttered, "Yeah, she's right," and immediately threw down their swords. Ronan leaned over to Leo. "That was way easier than I thought it'd be." Leo nodded. "I think everyone just really hates Dad," the king sputtered. You can't just overthrow me like this. I am the ruler of this kingdom. The people fear me." A voice from the crowd yelled, "No, we mostly just avoid you." Selene took a step closer, smiling sweetly. "Guess what, Dad? You're fired." And with that, the king was dragged off the throne, grumbling the whole way about ungrateful children, and back in my day, people respected their evil rulers. Selene turned to Leo. "So, new king, what's first?" Leo stroked his chin. "Well, I think we start by fixing the soup." Ronan cheered. "Finally! The end. Or is it? The kingdom was saved, the people rejoiced, and most importantly, the soup was good again." But Selene had a feeling this was just the beginning of her story. Want to know what happens next? Will Selene and Leo rule the kingdom peacefully? Or will another twist shake things up? Don't miss out. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you won't miss part 2. And if you enjoyed this story, give it a like and share it with your friends. Your support helps me bring more amazing tales to life.